everybody and welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be a makeup collection video. I don't really have that big of a makeup collection right now, so I thought it would be nice for me to like sit and go through like individual items rather than just doing what everybody else does and just kind of like give you an overview of the drawers, because my whole makeup collection actually fits into one drawer, and then I have bigger palettes which have to go into another one just purely because of how big they are, but the majority of my makeup collection is in one drawer. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to try and hold it up. Woo. Yes, I did take my drawer out to show you, but this is what it's like. The organizer inside of it, I think is from Amazon. It was actually a gift. I did ask for it for my birthday, but I think they got it from Amazon. Without further ado, let's just jump straight into it because we don't need a rambly intro, do we? I'm going to start from the back of the drawer and go forward because stuff at the back is stuff that I don't really use anymore but still keep just in case. So this is the part that I'm going to start with here, this little section, and it's mostly just palettes of some sort. There's like different types of palettes in there. The first palette that I've got is the Sleek Eye and Cheeks palette. So when you open it, it has one side for eyes and one side for cheeks, and I don't really use this anymore. I like the colours for the eyes, like the brown and like the goldish brown, but I don't really use it. They're not really my colours. It was just sort of one of them first makeup items that you normally get. And then I've also got this NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, which has a lot of different colours in it. There's lots of beiges and like maroonish and blues, but I don't really put that sort of colour on my eyes. If I'm honest, I'm not really a big eyeshadow person, although I do love every single colour that's in here apart from the green. And then the last eyeshadow palette that's at the back is this Makeup Revolution Ultra Eyeshadows palette, which is just a palette full of like beiges and very neutral colours. There's a few darker ones at the other side, but apart from that, it's all just like natural looking eyeshadow colours. I do reach for this one a little bit more than my NYX one, just because if I want a normal eye, then this is obviously very easy for me to reach for and just put something on. And then also at the back of my drawer, I have the Collection Eyebrow Kit, which is a kit that I have used to death. I have lost the brush and the little gel thing for it, but overall I still want to keep it just for the colours, because the colours match my eyebrows absolutely perfectly. And I also have another brow kit which is by L'Oreal. It's the Brow Artist Genius Kit. In here there is just a dark brown and like a brownish gel. It's not something I could really get into. I didn't really like the texture of the like gelish brown colour. I didn't really feel like it went on my eyebrows very nice, and it overall didn't really feel this little palette. So now I'm going to move on to this section of my drawer. This is my lip section, as well as a few other random bits and bobs that again I've kept just in case I want to try again, but I don't really use. So I'll start at the back of the section, and I've got two mascaras. This first mascara, the L'Oreal False Lash Architect, is actually a brand new mascara, and I just haven't opened it because I am waiting for the one that I'm using now to run out. So this is kind of like a backup, but I've had this one before and I absolutely loved it. And then this other one that I've got is by Revlon, and it is the Volume and Length Magnified Mascara. This I have used and tried and didn't really get on with. I didn't feel like it did anything with my lashes. I don't really feel like it added any sort of length or volume, so I just kind of thought I'll put it to one side and maybe try it again. Also, in this little bit of random section of this part of my drawer, I've got the NYX Powder Blush. I don't really wear blush at all. I don't really know why, it's not something that I reach for. This is a beautiful colour. I have wore it before and I have used it, but I just don't wear it on a daily basis. I've also got a few lip liners. I've got this one from Primark, which is just a lip liner pencil, and it is in the colour, I have no idea what colour it's in, but it's just kind of like a nudie type pink, but I don't really use lip liners either. In terms of the product itself, I think it's a really good product. I think I paid £1 for it, and it does apply really easily to the lips, and it does show the colour, so I do like it. That's why I've kept it. And the next lip liner that I've got is from L'Oreal, and it is just the Lip Liner Couture in the shade 630. If I'm honest, they're both pretty similar colours, my lip liners, because all I really ever wear on my lips are like nudes. So I've also got this Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art stick in the back of this drawer, and this is a beautiful turquoise colour in the shade 010 Green Glimmer. I have only used this a couple of times and I have loved it every time that I've used it, but with the colour being so dramatic, I find it very difficult to pair with like clothing and stuff. The next thing that I've got in this little section of my back of my drawer is a white eyeliner by Essence. I just bought this when the trend of putting it on the inside of your eye was happening, and I was just following everybody, and then I quickly got bored of it and just shoved it in the back of my drawer. The next thing that I've got is the That Gal Brightening Face Primer by Benefit. I don't really put primers on, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a primer type girl. I don't really feel like they do much difference, and it's just an extra step of a makeup routine, so I don't really add it on. The next thing that I've got is the Posy Tint by Benefit. Now again, this is like another blusher, but it's a liquid blusher, and as I don't really wear blushes at all, I've only tried this a couple of times, but I couldn't really get the hang of it, so it's not really been something that I've reached for. And the last little thing in my random collection at the back of my drawer is the High Beam by Benefit. I absolutely love this highlighter. I used to wear it like holy grail, but then it was just like one of them products that you got bored with, so unfortunately this did get put to the back of my drawer, but I did really like this. Now I'm going to move on to like the lip section of this section of my drawer, if that made any sense. So the first thing that I've picked out is this Rimmel London Apocalypse Lip Velvet Lipstick, and it is in the colour 307 Meteoric Matte. I actually got this whilst I was in Australia, and I used to wear it quite often, but I found it so difficult to put on my lips that it just took up so much time that I just got bored of it. I absolutely love the colour, like, don't get me wrong, but it is a very big effort to put on, so that is why I don't really reach for it every day. And this next lipstick that I've got is by L'Oreal, and it's in the colour Orange Power. This is just a very orange lipstick. I got this for a video. I tried out like beauty life hacks, and I got this to put under my eyes. I think I've literally wore it on my lips twice. I don't really go for bright colours on my lips. I don't really feel like they suit me. Now let's move on to lipsticks that I actually do wear. So this next lipstick is from Rimmel. It's one of the Kate Moss collections. It's in the shade 33. It's just a really nice pink colour. I could wear this every day. I really like the way that it applies. It applies really smoothly, and I do wear this one quite often. And the next one is also by the Kate Moss collection in Rimmel, and this is in the shade 03. This is just a nude. Like I said before, nude is like my go-to colour, so as you can see, it is very worn down. Probably gonna need to buy myself a new one very soon. The next lipstick that I've got is from MAC. I actually bought myself my very first matte lipstick like this year, which is insane because I absolutely adore it. And it's actually this lipstick that I bought myself. It was Velvet Teddy. Velvet Teddy, everyone was raving about, everybody wanted it, it was sold out everywhere. And then when I came home from Australia, I was in duty free and there was a MAC store, and I asked whether they had it in stock, and they were like, yeah, they just got it back in. So I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get myself it. But as you can see, it's just like a darkish nude. Matte lipsticks are like life, they stay on forever. And the second lipstick that I've got is also from MAC, and this is Cream Sheen Cream Cup. This was actually given to me as a gift. I'd never actually heard of it before, but luckily the people giving it to me knew what I liked, and it's just like a pinky nude. I absolutely love the colour. This is the one that I pick up the most out of all of my lipsticks because it just goes with every single thing that I wear. And the last thing in this section of my drawer is actually a lip gloss from Essence, and it's called XXXL Nude. I wear this pretty much every single day. I normally wear it over lip balm or something. I'm actually wearing it right now. The next section that I'm going to be showing you is... So the next section that I'm going to be showing you is this one here. This has palettes in that I regularly use, and when it's actually in my drawer it's actually really easy for me to get the different things out, so that's why everything is in this section. So the first thing that I have in this section is my Sleek highlighting palette. This is actually quite a recent purchase. As you can see, there is 4 different highlighting shades. Is that a thing? Anyway, and it actually came with a little book to tell you where to put all these different highlighting shades on your face to get the maximum highlight out of the palette. But I normally just mix them all together and put them on my cheeks, on my cheekbones, just because that's where I only really highlight anyway. The next thing that I've got in here is my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, medium to tan. This contour kit is my holy grail. It doesn't look very used because I don't use it very often, just purely because I love it so much and I don't want it to ever run out. I usually use this shade here. It's like a dark-ish tan colour. I feel like the 2 lighter colours are a bit orangey on my skin, regardless of whether I'm tanned or not. I just feel like they're quite orangey, and the very, very dark one is far too dark for me even when I'm tanned. So that's that palette. I absolutely love it. I would recommend it every single day of the week. The next thing that I've got is the L'Oreal Infallible Sculpt Contouring Palette. This is in the shade Light Medium, and as you can see, it is a very well loved palette. This is just the one that I use when I'm not tanned and want to do a bit of contour. It's just a creamy type substance that you place on your finger, well, I place on my finger, and just rub across my cheek. So the next thing that I've got is another L'Oreal Infallible Sculpt Contouring Palette, but this one is in the shade medium to dark. Again, it is the same type of thing. You just put on your finger. It's again a creamy type substance. Put it on your finger and rub it across your cheek. I absolutely love these 2 palettes. They are like the best everyday makeup thing, and I would go and repurchase over and over again. The next thing that I've got is my Sleek Face Form Contouring and Blush Palette. As you can obviously see, this palette is very well loved. Was very well loved actually. I don't really use it anymore. The contouring shade is perfect for me when I'm both tanned and not tanned. I'm not entirely sure how that one actually works, but it does. I would definitely repurchase this. I think Sleek is such a good makeup brand, and it is so cheap. Like, it's so affordable. And the last thing that I've got in here right at the bottom is my Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics eyeshadow palette. And this eyeshadow palette is so beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. When I first got it, I was absolutely besottled with it. I would use it every single day. I just love this palette. I'm going to apologise about the changing in lighting at this moment in time because I've chose a really bad time to film this and the sun is going in and out behind clouds. But I'm going to move on to my final section of my drawer, which is this very, very front section here, which has like pretty much my everyday makeup in. So the first thing that I've picked out is this Too Faced Candlelight Glow Highlighter. Now, when I very first got this, I really didn't like it. I didn't like the 2 different shades. I didn't like the pinky bit, and I just didn't really think that it did much to my cheekbones when I put it on. But I have persevered with it, and I now actually really, really like it. I wear it pretty much every single day. And then underneath that, I have got this Urban Decay D-Slick Mattifying Powder. I asked this for for Christmas last year, I think, and it is basically just mattifying powder, as it says on the tin. So all you do is put a little bit on this sponge and then dab it over the places where you get a little bit shiny. The next thing that I have got, or the next things I have got, are a few eyeliners. I've got 2 pencil eyeliners, one from the collection and one from Revlon. I really don't like the one from Revlon. It doesn't stay on my eye. Like, I put it on my waterline, but I absolutely love the collection one. It is a very jet black colour and it just stays on my eyes for ages. And the Revlon one is so much more expensive than the collection one, so I would completely recommend the collection one. And then I've also got this Revlon Colour Stay Liquid Eye Pen. Again, I don't really like this. I got this to try out because I had the Supercat one by Soap and Glory and I needed a new one, so I just got it to try it out, and it completely threw me off putting a wing on. The pen is very stiff. The colour, I feel, is very, it takes a lot of pressure. It takes a lot of pressure to come out onto your eyelid, so you feel like you're really pushing down hard, and in general I just don't really like this whole product. The next thing that I've got is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now this is on its last legs, but I could not ask for anything more in a mascara. The brush is absolutely perfect. It gets every single lash you could ever think of. The colour is jet black. It gives your lashes so much volume, and I'm actually really upset that this is running out. I'm probably going to ask for it again at Christmas because it is a little bit more on the pricey side, but this has actually lasted me pretty much a full year, so it's been a very long lasting mascara and I've used it pretty much every single day since I've got it. So I 100% recommend investing in it if you haven't tried it, because it's absolutely unbelievable. The next thing that I've got is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. I've got it on today. I use it every single day. Absolutely adore it. I feel like you can achieve so many different brow looks with one product. It's just like everything in one place. First concealer that I've picked out is the Bourjois Radiance Reveal Concealer in the shade 02 Beige. This is an absolutely outstanding concealer. It's in a very small pot, but it seems to have lasted me a very long time. It does really brighten under your eyes, like really does. The next concealer that I've got is the Wake Me Up Concealer by Rimmel in 010 Ivory. I think it's the lightest shade that you can get. This is the concealer that I'm using every single day at the moment, and I absolutely adore it. It really brightens under your eyes. I put it on my forehead, put it on the bridge of my nose, put it on my chin. Like, you just put it everywhere and it just kind of like lifts your face so much more. So I've been reaching for this every single day. And the last concealer that I've got is a concealer that I haven't actually tried, but it is the Lottie London Get It Covered concealer in the shade Shell, which again I think is the lightest concealer. The reason why I got this is because Emily Cannon had done a video with them and she recommended this concealer, so that's why I went and bought this. But like I said, I haven't actually tried it yet, so I can't really give you my opinion on it. Now we're going to move on to foundations. The first one that I've got is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Foundation in the shade 200 Soft Beige. I don't really reach for it that often anymore, but it's still at the front because then I know it's there and I know I can just grab it easy if I'm fancying a matte face one day, if I feel a little bit greasy or shiny. The next one that I've got is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation in the shade Dark Beige, which I thought was going to be darker than it was because I use it when I'm tanned, but it still suits my face now when I'm tanned, so it turned out well, I guess. But I did think it was going to be darker. I love Bourjois as a brand. I feel like their products are absolutely brilliant, especially for drugstore. Like, it's very affordable and it just lasts well. It is a very long-lasting foundation. I can keep this on all day and not have to retouch my foundation at all. So it is brilliant. I do very much like this one. The next foundation that I've got is the Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation in the shade Soft Beige again. Another foundation that I've got is the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid Foundation in the shade True Ivory. My friend actually recommended me try it and I'm very glad that she did because it suits my skin. I love the formula of it. It's like moussey and light and It has such full coverage, like it's absolutely amazing. So I love this one. And the last foundation that I've got, and to finish off pretty much my whole makeup collection, is the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Even Finish Foundation in the shade Warm Ivory. I don't really tend to wear it that often because it's expensive, but I love it and it's great. That's all I can really say about that. That does conclude my whole makeup collection. I hope you like the way that I've done it. I've done it a little bit differently to how other YouTubers actually do it. Like, I've gone through like every single thing rather than just pointing out the main stuff. But like I said at the beginning, because my makeup collection is so small, I felt like I've been able to do that and not ramble on too much. So yeah, if you did enjoy the way that I've done this, then please make sure to give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new around here and it's the first time you see my face, then please make sure to go hit the subscribe button down below. I'd absolutely love it if you came back. It'd be brilliant. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye!